The following presentation of the National Football League. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And running with power here. And they'll get them down inside the 30 to 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why some of these guys reach arm talent when they're preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength like Kevin Durant, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. Play action. Short throw caught by Bowers. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, here's Ward. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Ward off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's another Jets first down. Off the play fake. That's to Bowers once again. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll take this one down to the 36. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And it's 3rd down. Here's Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it. Because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Bearing for the sack by big Jalen Carter. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Pulled in at the 24. Dancing away at the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Finds Gibbs in the check down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now Ward. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Moore setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
operating from the gun. Moore. Olave over the middle. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jahad Campbell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Slot man moves right. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this off to Scatterby. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
On the option right is Jackson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Nabi Matabike. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Jets first down.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jets.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Down to the 25. Second down and 8.
25-yard line. A gain of 2.
To throw is Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Now it's Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 14 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scotty to start the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Jackson. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Dolphins, first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And then they still run up the middle. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Ironman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Will Anderson. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Good for a Jets. 1st down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ward. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jets.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Jets. 1st down.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, his 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's a gain of 10. And
to throw, here's Ward. The pass caught by Olave. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. That one taken in by Neighbors. Here is 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing now, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st down. 1st and goal, Jets.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go play action with Ward. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Gibbs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try to roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
New York set to take the field. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Here's Ward. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Here's Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Ward. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. Down low, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field, the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Look at the green card. That's the green card. Just a flint. It's on the table. The green card with a orange jump. We'll look on the table.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Looking to put a drive together.
Look on the table.
Jackson.
Look by the light.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jackson. Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman. Now the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now it's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Will Anderson. Now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. The New York set to take the field. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Ward now working out of the gun. Olave holds it in. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Chris Olave. A gain of 6 yards.
To throw is Ward. He gives this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A gain of 6. And the Jets first down. It's a gain of 6.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Ward off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they'll need to regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Ward from the gun on third down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It's a gain of 10.
Shit, he said you can grab me a
From the 32 now, here's first and
strawberry
10.
lemonade or strawberry something. Shit, Jesus. You just did it all day.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he's got it down at 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6.
They go again with Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Alano. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys that haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 3rd and 3. They'll try right here with Scatteroo. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Ward. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
To throw is Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch, signal for, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete right side. It's too slow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Here's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Jackson. They'll set up the screen to schedule. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
We
always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Either the Stellars, the Heineken,
Check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. All play action board. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. The big play to start out. Has him at 35 already.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, New York.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Ward. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brock Bowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it on cruise control. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
First down, here's Scattergood. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But still in the third quarter, they're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're around the bench right now feeling great.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They go with Blue between the tackles. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Throwing now, Ward. Short throw caught by Bowers. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. An inside run with Scattergood. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will Anderson That's his third sack here tonight.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of his defense all game long. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
On to give, this is Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Jackson from the shotgun. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Nabi Matabike in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Will Anderson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nabi Matabike make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
The New York set to take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry, this is Blue. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few men in the box there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine.